Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to each one of you joining us here on day 14 of Stillness Beat, a 365-day daily meditation program. So, my name is Sirisha, and I'm joining from New Jersey. Thank you all for showing up each day consistently. So, as you all know, this program is focused on cultivating a daily habit of meditation where we show up every day throughout the year. So, this platform is open for everyone, regardless of what beliefs you hold, which organization you belong, or which spiritual path you follow. So, each day we are dedicating this 1 hour of time to reconnect with ourselves and allowing this practice to support us for beyond this session. So, in this space, we learn together to tune into the stillness, tune up to the awareness, and create positive change within ourselves and world around us. So, friends, let's start today's meditation practice. So, today we have Balaji with us who will be guiding us through meditation. Good morning, Balaji.
Morning, Sirisha. Good morning, everyone. My dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods. Let us start doing meditation. Kindly take a comfortable posture by sitting on a chair or on a sofa or on floor. When you are sitting on the floor, you can squat your feet. And when you are sitting on chair or on sofa, you can cross your feet, either left on right or right on left. Let the posture be very comfortable. Let there be no pains or stress in the body. Ensure that you are most comfortable. You need not erect your back. You can sit comfortably. Cross your feet. Clasp your fingers into fingers. If you have eyeglasses, kindly remove them. It is not necessary when you are doing meditation. Slowly close your eyes. Start observing the breath, which is going inside and coming outside. Let the breath be as natural as possible. Keep your breath normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tranquil, and shallow breath. Let there be no thoughts in the mind, whatsoever it may be. When we are in meditation, let there be no physical and mental activities. Meditation starts beyond the mind. The essence of meditation can be experienced when you shut down all activities of the mind. Let there be no thoughts whatsoever it may be. Kindly do not peep into the past or try to explore the future. Let us stay in the present moment. That's where the meditation begins. And the conscious and subconscious activities of the mind shuts down. Our superconsciousness activates in meditation. Be with the breath. We are meditating for 45 minutes for our own selves, our own health, our own peace of mind, our own enlightenment. Let us dwell into deep meditation with the help of music. Kindly do not open your eyes. Keep observing the normal, natural breath. Be with the breath. My dear friends, dear masters and gurus, let there be no thoughts. Let us dwell into deep meditation with no thoughts, complete stillness, utter emptiness. Do not think anything. No mental activity, no intellectual activity, and no physical activity. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Slowly come back to your breath. Let there be no thoughts in our mind, my dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods. Observe from your heart space. Let us memorize the statements of Ho'oponopono. Say to yourself, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Once again, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Once again, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Be with the breath, my dear friends. Now, let us remember the four agreements, the four great statements, the four agreements. Be impeccable with your words. Don't take anything personally. The third statement, don't make any assumptions. The last agreement, always do your best. Be with the breath, my dear friends. Last 1 minute. Let's be in the stillness for 1 more minute. Thirty seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Without opening your eyes, kindly place your both palms on your eyes for 5 seconds. And now you may open your eyes when you are ready. Thank you, my dear friends, my dear masters and gods. We have done 45 minutes of meditation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Balaji. for taking us into that deep meditation state. Thank you so much. So, friends, I hope everyone are coming out of the meditation. So, let's get into the next part of our session. I will request Prithvi to give us the wisdom for today.
Thank you. Thank you, Balaji. Thank you, Sirisha. So, friends, hope all of us are back from meditation. Thank you so much for meditating. And today we have a very interesting topic. I mean, the same topic, but the facts that we are going to learn is very interesting. Initially, when I heard about this fact, I was a little skeptical. It's about the right brain and the left brain. Uh, Both of them have a different kind of characteristics. And I was little skeptical, like how that can be. But when I read this book, The Whole Brain Living, from Dr. Jill Bolt Taylor. She is a neuroanatomist from Harvard-trained brain scientist. She went through a stroke, because of which her left hemisphere of the brain was totally shut down. It was damaged, and she lived only with her right hemisphere of the brain. So with that, she experiences life differently with just one hemisphere of the brain, and she starts studying about what is really happening with it. So her recovery became a living study of how different parts of the brain operate, and how we choose the circuits of the brain. And finally, she says that we have the ability to choose from which hemisphere of the brain we need to operate from. So, generally, what happens is we are operating mostly from left brain. Yeah, someone is asking about the book name, is it? Yeah, it is The Whole Brain Living. It's called The Whole Brain Living by Jill Bolt. Yes. So we are living mostly with the left brain hemisphere. This left brain hemisphere is more logical, verbal, analytical, and calculative. So, since our schooling, we are made to train only the left part of the brain. Every time we want to memorize something, analyze something, calculate something. And because of that training, what has happened is our right brain has completely frozen. It is not operating. The right brain is intuitive, imaginative, it is non-verbal, it is all of openness and space. So, uh, what we are doing with the meditation, what switch happens from left brain to right brain, and with continuous practice of meditation, how we can activate both the brain and live with the whole brain, using both logic and the intuition, and perform efficiently in our actions and live the life completely. That is what we are going to see today. So for that, let me share my screen. Yes. The Whole Brain Living by Jill Bolt. I've taken some concepts from that, and what we will be actually looking is the switch that happens from right brain to left brain. So we live through multiple brain characteristics. Each one of it has its own kind of voice, emotion, and way of protecting us. How the brain actually functions is we have four main circuits. The first one is left thinking brain, left survival brain, and then right feeling brain and right being brain. So, left brain is all about thinking and survival. As I told you, the speech, analysis, reading, the logic, mathematics, all of this comes in the left brain. While the right brain is about feeling, the emotions, connections, empathy, presence, peace, wholeness, creativity. So all of this comes in the right part of the brain. And when stress happens, we are mostly in the left part of the brain. Left survival and thinking part of the brain dominates. So stillness appears when the right being brain is activated and all other parts are being allowed to relax. So we need to switch from left brain to right brain. How that critical switch happens is when we move from thinking to observation. So the thinking is primarily engaging the left part of the brain. It is language, analysis, problem solving, and self narration. The story that keeps running in the mind is all with the left part of the brain. While we switch to observation in the meditation, we are not thinking, we are cutting off the thoughts and observing the breath. We are practicing the art of observation. So when we do that, we are activating that frozen right part of the brain, which will help us to come into the present moment. It gives a broader perspective about life and we become more aware. So the moment you stop analyzing any kind of experiences in meditation and start watching it, observing it, a neurological switch happens from left to right part of the brain. So when you're thinking with your left brain, what really happens is the front part, the brain's left part of the brain is activated. The inner narration, the story keeps running continuously. We are in that rumination of thoughts, and the time feels very linear. We feel very pressurized, and the body is subtly in the control mode. So it is like, absolutely in that very frozen, tight muscles, all are tight because of this thinking mode. But what happens when we start to observe is the right circuits gets activated. The language center, the interesting part is if you have observed, thinking happens with a language. Without a language, we cannot think, right? But when we switch to the right part of the brain, this language centers quiets down because right brain is non-verbal. So there will be no language when we switch to observation. And awareness becomes very spacious and non-verbal, and the nervous system starts moving into the safety. I had told you, right? The vagal nerve gets switched on. That happens when we observe. So observation has three qualities. When we are meditating and observing the breath, we actually strengthen these three qualities within us. One is non-verbal, silence, which is no language. You will not name anything. You're just observing the breath as it is. And the present moment centered. There is no past breath, there is no future breath. You're observing this moment breath. So that observation brings you into the center, present moment, and non-judgmental. We cannot judge if the breath is right or not. And you need not change the breath. We are not asking you to do any pranayama or breath exercises. We are only asking you to observe the breath. So there is no judgment. Even out of meditation, we have to practice observation over thinking. The more we observe, we are aware of a lot of things and we get different perspectives of life. So that is why how that happens is when we do not judge. Whatever the circumstances are happening, if we do not judge, we get into that mode of watching it and the perspective will broaden up. So simply watching the breath feels very different about more than thinking about the breath. Yeah, as I told you, the right brain is the home for safety, connection, stillness, and intuitive intelligence. So we have to activate the right brain, which is very important for us to operate as a human at the highest potential. At the same time, we also need left brain logical thinking. So we need to get into that whole brain state. What really happens with meditation is the left survival brain will start reducing its threat scanning. It will not feel that everything is an emergency or there is some kind of threat around me. So that will reduce the, as I spoke about, the a reduction in the stress hormones that will happen, and the thinking brain will loosen its commentary, the narration of the brain, the story, it'll come calm down, and you will start feeling emotions. There will be, with meditation, you will start feeling a certain emotions which are stored in the body. It gets released safely into the system. Your feeling center starts becoming activated, and the being brain, the stillness brain, that becomes accessible to you. So this is a whole brain integration which happens when we meditate. So during this non-effortful observation, what happens with the brain is, since we have been practicing using our left part of the brain, this default mode network is conditioned. It's a conditioned programming that is in the subconscious mind, and we keep operating with this DMN. For this, activity will start reducing with observation. We will become more conscious and start using that prefrontal cortex, the decision making, conscious, alert part of the brain. And what again happens with observation is interhemispheric coherence will increase, which means the two hemispheres will start to be in coherence. They both get activated and they both help each other to be active. So the theta and the delta waves, alpha and theta balance will happen. The brain waves will start becoming coherent and it will start activating and start using both hemispheres of the brain. So the observation integrates the whole awareness and it brings both part of the brain to be active, and we will be more logical and intuitive when we are making decisions, and we can be very effective with our brain, the usage of the brain. So the brain stops working in parts. It will become very functional as one single system, efficiently performing for us. So that was the information for today. So let's keep activating the right part of the brain as much as possible, and start using more right part of the brain and get into that whole brain living. There's a lot of studies that have been done on this. And finally, what Jill Bolt says is that you have a choice. And that choice comes from awareness, from which hemisphere of the brain you want to operate. You have a choice. And that choice comes from awareness. To practice awareness, practice meditation, is what she will finally conclude with this book. So we are all doing that already. Let's continue practicing. And the intention for today, let's do that. So I request all of you to just close your eyes for a moment. Intent for the day. Let my day move in gentle awareness, with clarity, with balance, and with inner peace. Let my day be full of laughter, joy, and love. Thank you. Over to you, Sirisha.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Prithvi, for sharing this wisdom to us. Thank you so much. So, I would like to invite Balaji to share his meditation journey. Hi, Balaji.
Hi, Sirisha. Hi, Prithvi. It was a beautiful wisdom bite you have given in the early morning. Thank you so much for that. My dear friends, good morning, everyone. And I am Balaji Donti, staying at Chennai. I have been into meditation since 2005. I was going in a journey of very tedious times during 2005. There was at times I tried committing suicide also, but nobody helped me. That's the reason I am talking to you right now. So, in those times, for 6 months, I was not able to sleep because huge number of suicidal thoughts were running in the mind, and there was no sleep at all. When I sleep around 10 or 11 p.m., I used to get little sleep around 2 o'clock or 3 a.m. in the midnight. Again, by 4:30 or 5 o'clock, I used to wake up. So after a few days, when it was 6 p.m. in the evening, I used to get tension. Oh, it is becoming night. How to pass the night? That was the thoughts running. So one of my friends suggested me to do meditation. I have searched for many organizations, many NGOs, many masters. I met those people and found no result at all. I have practiced sincerely because I want to get out of those suicidal thoughts. I have practiced whatever they have told, but I was not able to come out of it. And one day, one of my friends told, there is a pyramid meditation center in Chennai. Let us go there. They are teaching free meditation, they said. Okay, I just went there and they taught me meditation within 30 seconds. When I went there, they just told me, they just asked me, do you know meditation? They not even asked me who you are, where are you from, what is your name? Nothing asked. Do you know meditation? I said no. They just told, you have to take a comfortable posture, clasp your fingers, cross your feet, close your eyes, and start observing the breath. Only 30 seconds. They said, go inside the pyramid room and sit in meditation. Don't open your eyes till I say okay. That's all. That's all the very initiation. I thought there will be some mantras, there will be complicated postures. Then with a lot of expectation I went, but the process was simple. So I practiced meditation for 40 minutes on the very first day. And I asked, the process is very simple. Does it work? They said, only simple processes will work. All complex processes will be entering into your life at the later stage. Don't focus on those complex postures. Take the simplest posture, simplest process. You will get everything, whatever you need. That's what they said. And I just said okay and came back to home. I have tested many processes of meditation, prayer, chanting, puja, archana, and pradakshinas around temple. And I have done prayer in church. I have been to mosque and did namaz also. So many things. irrespective of religion. I have done so many things. I have tested. Similarly, I tested meditation also. How do I test? There is nothing like testing tools or something. I just sat in meditation for 1 hour on the very first day after coming to home from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock and slept. Slept with a thought that I am afraid what is going to happen today night, whether I'm going to get sleep or not. That was the last thought when I slept in around 11 p.m. When I opened my eyes, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. The very first deepest experience which I got is a very, 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 very deep sleep. There is no dreams, there is no uh, partial activity, there is no temporary sleep or something like very deep sleep. I experienced the moment I saw it was 11 o'clock, I went into sleep. When I opened my eyes, it was 6 o'clock. When I came out of the room, many of my friends, I mean, I was staying in a bachelor's room. I was studying in those times in 2005. When I came out of the room, my friends started asking me, what did you do? Your face is glowing. Your eyes are set now. Only in one good sleep, I'm able to see that differentiation. I didn't even wash my face or brush my teeth. I just came out of the room. They immediately asked me the question, what did you do? I just said I slept, that's all. Are you not sleeping every day? How can I say I'm not sleeping, I'm not getting sleep? I don't know. I said that's it. So the very first sitting gave me huge confidence and the greatest benefit, the need of the day and the need of the hour, which I was looking for a good sleep, that was gifted to me by meditation. And with that confidence, I practiced meditation every day. Within 40 days, I was able to hear the metaphysical sounds. I was sitting in meditation. One day, I was able to hear the voice, something like, life is beautiful, life is simple, life is to enjoy. These three sentences I heard. I just immediately opened my eyes and saw, does anybody heard, telling these words? But nobody are there. I was in third floor. There was French windows. I just peeped into the window and saw nobody are there. I went into the other room and saw all my friends were sleeping. It was only me who was wake up and meditating. Again, I sat in meditation, and again I started hearing the same words. I just asked, "Who is this? I'm not able to understand. This is the first time I'm listening to the voices, extraterrestrial voices." I just told, "I am Buddha. May I have your darshan, please?" I asked him. He gave me the darshan also, Buddha. At those times, lot of questioning activity I used to do. I don't know what to ask Buddha. I just asked him, why are you saying these words to me? Because those are the words that are needed for you right away, right now in your life. I just asked, I'm only understanding the language part of your words. May I have the inner meaning of your words. Buddha said, life is simple. Life is simple means when you keep your life as simple as possible, your mental activity, physical activity, intellectual activity will goes down drastically. And you will be remained with the activities which are most needed, most useful, most beneficial. When you do only most beneficial, most important, most needful works, your life will become beautiful. That is, life is beautiful. When your life is simple and life is beautiful, your life becomes enjoyable. When your life is complex, when your life is ugly, you cannot enjoy your life. The beautification of your life starts from the simplest thoughts. The life becomes enjoyable from the simplest thoughts, simplest activities. So be simple, be beautiful, and enjoy life. That's what the very, very, very first message I received from the Buddha. And later, when I checked this message, how to apply this into my life, I just introspected all my life. I was having huge goals. I want to become a world famous scientist. I want to become a dean of an organization, university. Those are my goals when I was studying. For that, I used to ignore all the things what is necessary, and I used to stay in the daydreaming always. I used to forget all the activities. I never used to do a complete anything. And so I was facing this kind of unnecessary thoughts. So I started cutting out all the things. I came to ground reality. I went to college. I was just listening to classes, was focusing on studying, and left all the things. I kept all my dreams aside. Just want to focus today what I have to do. Those goals are there. It's okay, but not now. If I do something now, I may achieve those. Like that, I came to the ground reality. With that, day by day, a smile came in my face. People started seeing my face. During those days, dark circles has come. There was no smile at all in my face. When somebody's come to me, they don't even stay with me for 1 minute. They talk to me what they need and they will leave. After that, many people started coming to me. They used to ask me so many questions. How are you able to maintain smile? How are you able to maintain the glow in your face? During 2 or 3 months ago, you never used to speak. When you speak, only angry, shouting words were coming. But now you are not like that. What happened to you? People asked me. I just said, I'm doing meditation. They saw meditation in me initially. And many of my friends also started meditating. In that way, your life becomes inspirational. That's what the very change I saw. I became inspirational. So, something like that. Many experiences started coming. And later, I took meditation seriously. Meditation completely led me into the path of seva. When seva came into my life, I have served so many meditators, so many projects, so many people. So finally, I started experiencing the bliss, satisfaction. These two are most essential for life. People say, keep your mind quiet. It will not happen unless you get some satisfaction. So I started experiencing satisfaction and bliss. So once I experienced this, I left my corporate job and completely dedicated to teaching meditation, spreading meditation, giving truth in simplest form of language, whatever it may be. So, my sincere request to you all is in spirituality, you will not get any kind of proofs. Nobody can prove anything. Just start meditating, and the confidence and the benefits will definitely come to you. Only through your experience, you will start believing the spirituality, which cannot be seen through eyes, which cannot be expressed through words. It can only be experienced. And something happened to Gautama Buddha. When enlightenment has come to Gautama Buddha, it can come to us also. You must trust those path and implement in your life. You will experience divinity in your life. Thank you, Masters. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Balaji. That was wonderful to hear your journey. Very beautiful. Thank you so much. So, friends, we will connect tomorrow at the same time. So, until
Just
yeah,
one thing, it was a beautiful experience. And for today's the book sharing that I've done, this author has given an interview on PMC Hindi. If any of you can understand PMC, I mean Hindi, please go watch it. It's a very fascinating interview. I'm just sharing the link over here. Yeah, just wanted to share that. Thank you.
thank you. Yeah, somebody is asking to show the book again, Prithvi, if you could. Yeah. Yeah, whole brain living. Thank you. Thank you, Prithvi. Thank you, Balaji. So, thank you, friends, for being here today. We will see you all tomorrow at the same time. Until then, take care. Thank you. Bye bye.